Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. Through installment of Scott Selections here for Sunday, October 22nd. For again today's play of the day, quick recap what happened yesterday. We had two plays to recap, actually. Starting off with the parlay from a couple days ago, which my money line parlayed with Missouri money line at minus 139 on Bet Online. That ended up winning as Missouri buried South Carolina. Jemiah won by majority decision, so that ended up cashing. And then for yesterday's video, we had the Sabres money line at minus 115 on Bet Online as they buried the Islanders and won 3-1. They outshot the Islanders by about 20. The Islanders had nothing left in the tank after playing an overtime game the day prior, and it was a very easy winner. So a 2-0 sweep. Look for a winning day here on Sunday. By the way, apologies for the late recording time, but I was pretty busy traveling back from Philly. So because of that, I was not able to record last night. So as a result, we are going to be recording now. So to go through the actual play for today, we're going to look at the Sunday night game between the Dolphins and the Eagles, taking place at around 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time. And for this game, I'm going to go with a player prop. We're going to go with Dallas Goedert longest reception under 17.5 yards at minus 114 on FanDuel. Time recording of 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Covering why we're going to take Goddard longest reception under in this game. First reason so far this season, this number is too high because Goddard has not really gone over this number. Goddard has gone under this number in 5 of the first 6 games this season, and even dating back to last year, Goddard is a decent volume guy, but he's not exactly an explosive play guy. Goddard has gone under this number in 8 of the last 10 games. Now, the weather should be a decent factor in this matchup because in Philly, a lot of wind, 17-mile-per-hour winds along with 28-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So I do question the overall effectiveness of the passing game for both teams in this matchup, and I do think Goddard might get some catches once again as the safety valve, but 17.5 is a lot of yards, especially for Yak, for a guy like Goddard who's not exactly the fastest in the world. I think Goddard's probably going to catch some passes 10 yards at the line of scrimmage, and I'm going to have faith in Miami to wrap him up before he crosses over the 18-yard threshold. But Miami so far this season has been decent against opposing starting tight ends, as opposing starting tight ends have gone under this number in 5 of Miami's first 6 games. So I do think Miami, once again, might give up some yards, but not many big plays to the tight end position, and that's all we need in the spot. Now, Philly also is a very good team at running the ball, as Philadelphia is averaging 150 rushing yards per game, which ranks second in the league, while Miami's allowing 114.5 rushing yards per game, which is the 13th most in the league. Now, I do think with the wind that I mentioned before, Philly might pivot to a run-first approach pretty heavily, and we also saw Hurts turn the ball over a lot last week. It would not shock me if Swift and Hurts get a decent workload on the ground, and I do think because of that, pass attempts might be a little bit shortened in this game. And I think because of that, Goddard will probably end up taking a back seat to the likes of Brown and Smith anyway, but with a limited number of attempts, at least compared to the average that Hurts has per game. I do think that you're looking at Goddard probably getting a couple of catches, a handful, but I do think with that being said, 17.5 for a longest reception is a bit high for a guy who has really not gone over this number at all so far this season, so I am going to go with the unders. Play that once again here for Sunday, October 22nd is going to be on Dallas Goedert longest reception under 17.5 yards at minus 114 on FanDuel.